2025 has just begun, and we've already caught our first glimpse of the DCU's Batman. However, let's not get too carried away. This initial reveal might be misleading. People are buzzing with excitement over the first look at Batman in Gotham in James Gunn's new DCU, but I find myself observing skeptically, much like the Grinch on Christmas morning, thinking, guys, this is nothing like what it's going to look like when it finally turns live act. That said, I won't be entirely negative. If this design ends up being the final version, I'll share my thoughts on what works and what doesn't, but I'm eager to hear your opinions as well. This seems to be our first taste of DCU Batman. How closely do you think this will reflect his appearance in Batman Brave and the Bold? Do you believe this look confirms that Robert Pattinson's Batman won't be part of the DCU, given how different it is from his portrayal? I'd love to hear any other insights you might have. Good thing, so I was getting ready to do my most anticipated movies of 2025 when this news caught me off guard, prompting me to share my thoughts. Episode 6 of Creature Commandos just premiered, and in it we get the backstory of the Batman villain Phosphorus. And of course it includes what he was doing in Gotham and who put him in jail, none other than Batman, appearing for half a second. I have plenty to say about this. First off, I'm really enjoying Creature Commandos. It's a fun show. However, I can't shake the feeling that this was originally intended for the DCEU, and now it's being slightly adjusted to kick off a new universe.
I wrote the series before I took over as the head of DC. It was something that we had ready to go.
That's why I don't think it's a surprise that when you take a closer look at this hefty version of Batman, you notice he resembles Ben Affleck's portrayal. Initially, this cameo was intended to feature Affleck's Batman. However, James Gunn did share some insights regarding the episode.
When they first gave it to me, we saw a lot more Batman. And I was saying, I am not ready to commit to that. I'm not ready to commit to that. I'm not ready to commit to that. So I just like more silhouette, more silhouette, more silhouette.
So whatever we do end up seeing, James Gunn has approved. However, details about Batman in the live-action format remain sparse. As mentioned, he's portrayed as a large, muscular figure. I can already see the excitement from fans who are eager to cast Alan Ritson as the new Batman, and it makes sense given his physique. While I've been contemplating the rumors of Robert Pattinson joining the DC universe, it's clear that this portrayal is far from Pattinson's build. Additionally, fans have noted that this Batman features white eyes. Could it be that the DC Universe Batman will finally sport those iconic white eyes? This is something Batman enthusiasts have longed for, and while it looks fantastic in animation, it can sometimes fall flat in live action. There are also claims from some fans that they can see Batman wearing trunks. I personally don't see it, but it wouldn't surprise me if the DC Universe Batman adopts trunks, especially since Superman has them. If they plan to have them side by side or in a team-up film like World's Finest, it would make sense to give them both trunks for visual consistency. On the topic of Superman, James Gunn shared some insights about Batman's role alongside him.
We're going to do great things with him. He's the most popular superhero in the world. And I can't wait for people to see more of him, along with Superman. And together.
This is thrilling news as it hints at a potential movie in the future. Rather than a confrontation between Batman and Superman, a world's finest film where they unite against a formidable foe sounds fantastic. Of course, they could still explore a versus scenario later on, showcasing a conflict that leads them from allies to adversaries, which could add depth to their relationship. They would also have a better understanding of one another. Superman would be ready not to underestimate Batman, while Batman would be fully equipped to face this version of Superman. A world's finest film where they collaborate on an investigation? That concept excites me. I was also surprised to learn how much James Gunn admires Batman.
I gotta tell you, I just love Batman. I love him. I've loved him since I was a little kid. He's one of my favorite characters. I've gone on record in the past when I was at Marvel saying my favorite character is Batman. I love him, and we're gonna do great things with him. He's the most popular superhero in the world.
He claims Batman is his favorite character from DC, which explains the numerous confirmed Batman projects on the horizon, from Batman Brave and the Bold to the Clayface film, and even an animated origin story for Robin featuring Jason Todd and Dick Grayson. So, as always, if you're a Batman enthusiast, you're in for a treat, because the head of DC has a deep affection for Batman. However, despite all this, I still can't take it too seriously. We still don't know when Batman Brave and the Bold will be released. Recently, Matt Reeves' Batman film was delayed, and Andy Muschietti mentioned some postponements for his project as well. I suspect it will be at least 3 to 4 years before that film truly gets underway. When the creative team convenes to brainstorm, their initial piece of artwork won't be a still from Creature Commandos, leading them to say, "This is our inspiration. Let's build our live-action movie around this." No way, I would be genuinely shocked, especially since I really hope this doesn't represent Gotham in the DC universe. It looks incredibly dull, honestly. One aspect that truly thrilled me about James Gunn's involvement in the DCU is his vision of the cities feeling like they belong to an alternate reality. He emphasized that these locations won't simply replicate the cities we know in our world. We got a glimpse of this with Metropolis, which has a distinct and appealing look. This gave me hope for Gotham, as I've longed for a portrayal reminiscent of Tim Burton or Joel Schumacher's interpretations. I know Joel Schumacher's movies aren't exactly loved, but he made Gotham feel so lively, big, and unique to its character. I wanted that. When I see the current depiction, I can't help but think I could pass by that city today, and it seems rather uninspired. This leads to discussions about the shortcomings, and some DC fans rush to defend it as if they were the creators themselves. I just want to be straightforward. We all desire a more compelling Gotham than what we've seen. That's why I urge you not to view this as the final representation of what live action will entail. Because, yeah, I would love it if they could do the red skies, the blimps. I'm loving the lightning and Batman and darkness and people being afraid of him. Like, yeah, let's keep that tone going when we move into the DCU. That's probably what I'll take seriously. Because James Gunn did say...
and I think it's a great way to show that Batman does exist. He already exists in this universe. Just like when we come to the Superman movie, we see the Superman already exists. He's already known by the people in Metropolis. And so, yeah, he's, we don't need to hear the origin story again. So, yeah, that's just a way to introduce that Batman is a part of this universe. He's an important part of this universe, and he has an impact on it.
This confirms that they won't simply recycle the old origin story. This Batman has been around for some time. It's exciting to finally catch a glimpse of what our potential Batman might look like in the DCU. However, I feel like people are getting a bit too attached to this design and assuming it will be the final version we see in 4 to 5 years when the film is released. I really don't think that's how it will play out. But here's the thing. If I'm proven wrong, and this is indeed how Gotham and Batman will appear, I'll gladly take on whatever the top comment suggests, as long as it's appropriate and won't get me banned from YouTube. Let's keep in mind that this isn't even our first proper look at Batman. Honestly, it's just a brief cameo. We still have a long wait ahead before we see anything substantial related to Batman. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, what you're looking forward to, what you're not, anything at all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, I'm Andrew. Take care.